Hello everyone, my name is Darren Scruggs from the University of Texas of the Permian Basin. Today I will be discussing the staffing process. Staffing is a critical component in an organization's overall resource management program. It is the process through which employees are recruited, interviewed, and selected. Effective staffing results in filling an accurately forecasted number of positions with the best qualified people when they are needed. There are 6 steps in the staffing process: analyzing and specifying, forecasting, recruiting, interviewing, selecting, and orienting. Analyzing and specifying. This step involves analyzing the needs of the company to determine what type of job positions are required and in what numbers. Typically, these needs are displayed on an organizational chart, and there must be clear-cut specifications that detail requirements and minimum qualifications. These specifications are set forth in a job description, and supervisors typically are not responsible for this task, although they may participate in it along with human resource professionals. The second step of the staffing process is forecasting. This involves predicting the number of employees that will be needed to achieve the organization's goals. Supervisors play a key role in this step since they are in the best position to know how many employees will be needed on their teams. The next step is recruiting, which involves undertaking those activities necessary to bring in applicants, such as advertising job openings and screening applications, which may come from inside the organization or from outside. These tasks are usually accomplished by the Human Resource Department, and supervisors do not really play a major role, if any, in this step. However, it is not uncommon for a supervisor to need to fill a vacancy on a short notice. Some strategies that can help with recruiting are to keep an updated list of all positions for which you are responsible. Note the positions you have had to fill most frequently. Determine how long the high turnover positions remain filled on the average and the reasons employees give for quitting. Is there something you can do in response to these reasons? The next would be determine whether high turnover positions typically have been filled from inside the company or outside. The next would be using this information to develop a chart that forecasts likely turnover in your unit for the next 12 months. And the last strategy is to decide in advance from where you plan to attract new applicants. For example, will it be local vocational schools, community colleges, or other sources? Keep an updated record of telephone contacts for quick reference, and stay in touch with these contacts and nurture this relationship so that in the future you can contact them in short notice. The next step is interviewing. Once the applicants have been narrowed down to those who appear to be qualified, interviews are arranged, usually by Human Resource Department. A Human Resource Specialist may even participate in the interviews to ensure that all applicable policies and regulations are observed. However, the key role in interviewing is played by the supervisor, who typically asks the job-related questions that help determine which applicant is best qualified. The next step of the staffing process is selecting. When filling a job opening, there are numerous factors to consider in selecting an applicant. Which applicant has the best technical skills? Which applicant appears to have most growth potential? Which applicant appears to have the best generic work skills? Example, dependability, loyalty, personality. Which applicant will best fit into the team? Supervisors play a key role in answering these types of questions. Human resource personnel help ensure that all factors considered are fair, equitable, and legal. The last step of the staffing process is orienting. Too often, the staffing process stops with the selection step. Once selected, new employees are put to work and expected to fend for themselves. This inevitably leads to problems that could have been prevented had the new employee been given a thorough orientation. Orienting new employees involves making them familiar with their new employer, their fellow employees, their new job, and what is expected of them. It also involves clearing up unknowns that might inhibit their productivity. The purpose of orienting employees is to give them the information they need to succeed in their jobs and to help them break down the barriers inherent in the beginning. In conclusion, staffing is a critical aspect of human resource management, and supervisors play a key role in the staffing process. Staffing is a critical component in organizations' overall resource management and is the process through which employees are recruited, interviewed, selected, and oriented. Effective staffing results in filling an accurately forecasted number of positions with the best qualified people when they are needed. Thank you.